Yep, it's not gonna do it. Add another bottle. Man, bike is drinking the gas today.
This is what you get when you forget your rain gear and the weather says it's going to be all clear. Yeah.
Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. After an uneventful camp in the Burbank Hills, just east of Great Basin National Park, I woke and packed up and began my ride to the west side of the range. Initially, I was going to focus on riding the dirt on the west side. There certainly looked to be plenty of opportunities to do just that, but I had run out of food and was very low on water, so I decided to stick to the asphalt and make my way to the small town of Pioche. The ride south was awesome, with fantastic views of Great Basin National Park, the fortification range, and other cool land features. And I found the small Nevada town of Pioche, located up in the hills, to be quite charming. So please join me as I finish out this 450-mile loop in the Great Basin Desert.
Buenos dias. Rise and shine. Uneventful night. And that's about it, really. So I guess it's time to get up. Have some coffee and load the bike up. Finish out this loop. Woo, sun is up. Bike is packed. I'm ready to roll. It's like I was never even here. So let's head back up and I'm gonna go back to Baker and I'm gonna top off the gas tank and then it's time to go over the pass. No doubt I'm going to freeze going over this. I think it's called Sacramento Pass. I'm not sure. We'll see when we get up there, but I'm still wondering if I'm just gonna stick to 93 and take the highway back down to Panaca or get on the dirt a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm almost completely out of water. So I don't know, but I've still got a ways to go to circumnavigate Great Basin National Park. So that being said, I'm going to get to it.
All right, topped off. Let's go head up to the pass. That would be Sacramento Pass. Although I do need to stop and maybe get some more agua. Necesito agua. I don't have any. We'll take a little pass through here. Yeah, not a whole lot going in Baker. That was it. Well, we'll just push on, and I got half an Nalgene, so it's about, it ain't much, that's what it's about, of water left. So I'm gonna go up and get on Highway 50, and that's my road to the pass. Okay, wait a second. I gotta see something here. So there's an archaeological site out here. It says it's only 1 mile. I can sacrifice 1 mile. What it is there was a Native American village out here
I believe it was the Fremont culture, which dates back, I think, almost 1,500, 2,000 years ago. Anyway, there was a bunch of pit houses that were excavated. I don't think there's anything out here like to see, like ruins or anything, because after the area was excavated, they filled it back in. So, oh, there it is, on the dirt. Okay. So this is not far. Okay, I was wondering about this spot. I want to go have a look. It's only a half mile. Bear with me, but there was an ancient Native American village right here. Funny, situated right where the current modern, well, I wouldn't say modern, but current town of Baker lies. And I don't know, it's pretty interesting to me, so we're gonna have a quick look. All right, well, this is where the village was. It's a bit of a walk, not far, but there's really nothing much to see out here. But this is apparently where the big house was. But there was a whole village here, and like I said, they filled it back in after the excavations in the early 90s. So they got what they needed out of it and filled it back in, and here it is. Not much to see, but what I'm standing over was actually an ancient Fremont village. So it's really fascinating. Like I said, there's nothing tangible that you can like touch or anything out here or see, like ruins, because it's all been covered up, reburied. But it's still fascinating to think about that there was a thriving village here, I don't know, 700, 1,000 years ago at the base of these mountains. So pretty cool indeed. Worthy of just a little side trip. It's definitely something to contemplate. All right, back on the path. Man, these mountains are beautiful. Okay, here's my junction with Highway 50. So this is going to take me west and over Sacramento Pass. It doesn't look like it's that high of a pass over to Ely, Nevada. So I think I brought some thicker gloves, but I'm not even going to bother. I'll just hack it out. I'll get cold for a second, then I'll be dropping back down. I think that's what I'm thinking. So moving on. We're getting up in the pass. This doesn't look too bad. This is like a cool place to do some walking. Need to come out here and spend a few days. It's a beautiful area. Really craggy up there. Yeah, this would be a great place to do some walking. Elevation, here's the Sacramento summit. Elevation 7,154 feet. And then there's just another mountain range in front of me. Just spectacular. Oh man. Look at the view from the west side. Okay, so here's my situation. This is all the food I have left, this little granola bar. And I have half an Nalgene of water, so I'm going to have to take 50 here to 93 on down to Panaca. I just don't have the supplies to go out in the dirt, which I could, but if something were to happen, I'm a little lacking in some things, mainly water, so it's going to get hot again today. But I think that's what my plan is now. I'm just going to push on the highway. It's still beautiful and great riding, but I'm going to have to get to Panaca to get some water and stuff. So that's my plan as I continue to do this loop. It's still a cool loop, and it's beautiful out here. So I want to point out something. Great Basin, of course, is off to my left here, but you can see maybe the camera's not picking it up too well, but the top of those peaks, the clouds are already building, and there's going to be more storms this afternoon. I swear, this mountain range creates its own weather. It's incredible, but it is already building up there, so there'll be more storms out here today. 93. We're on it. Woo! See, look at that. Look at that. That's going to be a thunderhead, man, shortly. Ooh, no thanks. Yeah, you're going to have some weather out there this afternoon. Okay, just turned on 93. It's 106 miles to Caliente. But I'm not going to Caliente. I'm going to Panaca. So this is got a great, fantastic view of the western side of Great Basin National Park. That peak right in front of me, if I'm not mistaken, is Wheeler Peak. I've summited that peak. I think that's Wheeler Peak. I could be wrong, but looks like the highest peak up there. But anyway, like I mentioned, that whole range right there creates its own weather system. It does. So there'll definitely be thunderstorms up there today, later in the afternoon.
Well, the weather's really building over there in Great Basin. Directly in front of me, that is the fortification range, that range that runs down. And there's lots of dirt roads that are cutting off, heading east. And that's the southern tip of Great Basin National Park, past this range here in the horizon. And I could ride the dirt road through this valley in between the two ranges and connect to where I was yesterday as I headed north, and that would take me back, but I'm not going to do that because I'm low on supplies, and I'm just going to continue heading south to Pioche. I think I'm right around 60 miles away from there, and I'm at a half tank, so I think I can get gas there. If not, I can get gas just a few miles at the junction to where I head east to Panaca. So everything's working out. Fantastic road to ride on. Depending on what you're riding, you need to just be aware of gas, because you can re-up gas and food in Baker, but it's a pretty long stretch of roads on either side of Great Basin National Park. So Baker at the northern tip, where you can re-up in gas and food, and then at the southern, you've got, I think you can re-up in Pioche. I don't know. I'm about to find out. But you can in Caliente and then in Panaca. So just some things to be aware of. But what an absolutely beautiful day. As I said, I'm heading down south to sun and heat. And looks like weather's going to happen up here. So anyway, onward.
It's one thing about these metal fuel bottles, because of all the elevation changing. When you open them up like this, they're going to spray you with gas every single time. But I got to dump a little gas in the tank. I don't know if I'm going to make Pioche, so I think this will give me the edge I need just to get there. I'm low, and I still got miles to go.
Well, I might have to switch jacks at Pioche, man. It is getting hot. So much for my cool weather. Heading down to the heat, baby. Alright, that gave me a little more gas. Hopefully enough to get to Pioche without having to use the roto pack. But I still got 2 more bottles. Either way, I'm good to go. I had to clean off my helmet, man. It is buggy, I tell you. Yep, it's not gonna do it. Add another bottle. Man, bike is drinking the gas today. We're good to go now. Good to go now. The weather, oh, it's already raining back behind me. That didn't take long. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's Pioche in the distance, the base of those hills, so almost there. It looks sizable enough to possibly have a gas station. Okay, well, I'm in Pioche, and I'm not seeing a gas station. Is that the little town center right there? Small town. I think I might be out of luck for gas. There's got to be a gas station here, right? Alright, this looks like the spot here. Wow, this is a trip. There's a market. There's a cool little hotel and saloon, the Overland. But I think I'm out of luck for gas. Oh, nope, there's a gas station right there, my boy. Right there. This is a pretty cool little town. Alright. 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 Gassing up. Back on the road. God, I'm starving. I need something to eat.
Stop here and have some beef jerky and a soda before I get back on the road to hold me over. It's a really cool town.
The lady in the gas station was like, "You're not going south, are you?" I was like, yeah. I was like, why? She's like, "Because it's hot down there." I was like, oh, okay. I thought you were going to tell me something else was going on. That was interesting. So, interesting little town here. It does have gas and hotel, saloon, a couple restaurants. I could definitely come up here and chill for a day or two. In the hills, so it's a little cooler as well. Yeah, very nice. All right, so I'm just north of Cathedral Gorge State Park. So that'll be, I'll just get past that and I'll head east from there into Panaca and then back on into Utah and Modena, where I'm not sure if I'm going to take the dirt or not, but I'll make that decision when I get there. So the ride on the west side has been pretty chill, very scenic, no drama, very pleasant. It's a pretty long stretch from Baker to Pioche for gas. Well, for me anyway, with this bike. I've got a small fuel tank. I think 2.1 gallons or something, but so I always carry extra gas, so it was no big deal. But there's quite a bit of weather in the area, so I'm glad I'm heading back today because it looks like it's going to be a little more intense than it was yesterday. Maybe not, but it's already built so fast, and it's not even afternoon yet, and it's already dumping up in front of me. So there you have it. All right, here's my junction to Panaca. There's also gas here, as you can see. So it's not far from Pioche. They got a food mart and all that good stuff. So I could go down a little farther and take the dirt back, but I'm just going to stick. Oh, there's bugs all in my helmet. No, get out of there. Oh. Yeah, I had to wrap my helmet up in a duffel bag last night because there's just so many bugs out. Oh.
Nothing like having things crawling down your face while you're riding. Oh.
All right, this is the little hamlet of Panaca, Nevada. Not a whole lot going on here. Done a few videos through this area. Pretty chill. Next stop, Modena, Utah.
Oh man, I might get some rain today after all. This is getting on top of me quick. It's dumping. Great. Oh, sweet. So what you get when you forget your rain gear and the weather says it's going to be all clear. Yeah, I'm definitely heading south. I'm getting out of this. Modena's up in 7 miles. There ain't nothing happening to the south. Well, yeah, there sure is. Oh well. Good old Modena. Much better, much better.
Whew. Feels good to stand. Train's coming. Wow. What a great ride today. Hotel. Train. Oh, we're good to go. All right. And we're about on the dirt. Due south. This should be us. Right.
I had to stop. Change jackets. It's 85, 90 degrees out here. It's cooking, man. I gotta take everything apart. It's just gonna get even warmer as I head south. So that's the story, and yeah, it is dumping out there.
Ooh, I might get in the rain again. All right, that's much more comfortable. Whew, damn, boy, it got hot quick. That lady wasn't kidding. Whew, I feel all weird now. I feel like I'm not wearing anything, but I am. All right, let's knock this last bit out. There's some squalls in the distance. I'm heading right into them. That's just going to cool me off at this point, so I don't mind getting a little rain on me.
I just got soaked. Oh, nice and cool now. Man. Ran into that squall.
Woo, all right. Enterprise, got one more section of dirt. And then this smooth sailing.
Use up this gas here. It's a little old. That'll be it. This will get us all the way back to St. George.
My last section of dirt. Very nice. So after I gassed up, I checked my mileage, and at this point I'm at 412 miles. So that's pretty good. That's a good ride. And by the time I get back home, I think at this point from here, the reservoirs of Enterprise back down to the house in St. George, we're looking around 40 miles. So I'm just going to call this trip 450 miles. Maybe a little over that, but we'll just keep it simple and say 450. That's a good ride, man. Yesterday was the shorter of the days. I think yesterday I pulled right at 200 miles. So today is going to be a little longer by about 50 miles, which isn't that much really. So those are good days on the CRF here. Oh boy. It is happening weather-wise out there to the east. I mean, it is coming down. I don't think I'm going to get nailed by that, but it might get to me pretty quick. I'm not sure which way it's going. Wow. Lots of weather today. Ooh, look at that out there. Yeah. Roto, I can only imagine what it looks like up north at Great Basin. I'm sure it's just as dramatic. Well, folks, I'm about off the dirt, back on the asphalt for my final ride home. We're going to round this out to 450 miles, even though it's going to be just a tad over that for the Great Basin Loop. And there you have it. Fantastic ride both days. East side, west side, awesome. I didn't get to really get into the dirt too much on the west side today, just because I ran out of supplies, like water and food. You know, those are kind of essential. But I did discover a very nice little town, Pioche. I really like that. And the road from Baker to Pioche was awesome riding. I mean, it doesn't get any better, really. It's just wide open road, chill, no drama. Perfect. Campsite last night, in case you're wondering, was in the Burbank Hills, just east of Baker and north of Great Basin National Park. Beautiful area, fantastic trip. Hope you enjoyed it. Folks, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It is free. It helps the channel tremendously. We want to grow. So, thank you. Stay safe out there, folks. Lots more content on the way. We'll see you next time. I think I'm going to dodge this storm. D-Rock out. Adios.